As part of our sponsorship of the 100-year celebration, we decided to run a competition to find Britain's ice hockey fan of the century, to honour very important people in UK ice hockey, and that's the fans themselves. So for 6 weeks, fans and friends have been casting their votes online, and tonight we're joined by the 5 finalists who received the most votes. In no particular order, I'd like to invite them up to the stage. So the first gentleman is Eddie Brigdale from Blackburn Hawks. Yeah. We have Nigel Simons from Basingstoke Bison. We have Phil Holden from Sheffield Spartans. David Grant from Sheffield Steelers. And finally, Alan and Annette Petrie from Team GB. So let me just reiterate, this was an open voting system, so it was their fellow fans, their friends that voted for them. We had quite an overwhelming response. Over 20,000 votes were cast in this competition online. Our winner, none of these guys know who's won yet, but our winner received a staggering 6,000 plus votes. And those votes came in from the UK, from America, from Canada, and from Europe. The person who's won writes, produces, prints and sells their club's home programme. Every penny that's received from the sale of those programmes goes back to the clubs. He provides match reports and content for his team's website, and he organises away game travel and fundraising for his team. He's highly regarded around the league by all the teams, and his effort and support is what makes him a very special fan. They call him Ice and Slice, and Britain's #1 ice hockey fan of the century, awarded by Ice Tech UK. Please put your hands together for Phil Holden from Sheffield Spartans. But most importantly, I mean, I'm so pleased that these guys have been able to travel up here today, and I think you should put your hands together, because the effort that they all make individually, I'd like to tell you a bit more about each of them, but time is short. But they deserve a really big round of applause as a collective group.
Phil, just first of all, I saw your reaction on stage to the award, but can you sum it up now, a few minutes later?
Not really, no. I'm absolutely gobsmacked, to be honest. Was it that obvious on stage?
Well, I could see it. I could see how moved you were.
I were, because, I mean, the fact that the lads nominated me in the first place, in itself, for me, I were happy with that. I got more recognition than I could ever imagined. I got into the top 10. I thought, yeah, well, fine, yeah, I've done that, but getting the top 5, I was just completely overwhelmed. And it's not just everybody.
6,000 votes.
I know, mate. But it's not just everybody from Sheffield as well, it's the support that I've had from other clubs. I mean, Billingham and Solway, they've been right behind me, they support me all the way. But the thing that's touched me more than anything else, really, is the depth that the Spartans have gone to actually back me. They've had photographs, they've had a flag made. You know, they support me all the way, and I don't do it for the recognition. I do it for the love of. I mean, I love every one of them players, and I love the club. I do it. That's what I do it for, and I think all the finalists will tell you exactly the same. We don't do it for recognition. We do it for the actual love of the club and love of the sport. But to be recognised, don't get me wrong. I mean, tonight it's bowled me over. I don't know what else to say, really, honestly.